What's happening, peeps? We back again with another one. I appreciate y'all tuning in today's episode. I got some content I want to deliver to you all that I hope you guys will find some value in. As always, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I appreciate all the feedback, all your comments. If you like it, it helps out with the algorithm, so I appreciate that. Let me know what you want to hear more of, because I want to deliver more of what you want to hear, and we want to keep this thing growing and growing as well. And so today, what I want to just talk about is just resumes. It's nobody's necessarily excited to do a resume, or it's not the glamour thing to do, but it's an important piece to do in terms of obtaining or landing the opportunity that you're looking to pursue there as well. And so I want to just kind of give you some effective tips to be able to structure your resume for success, to make it a little bit more attractive and hopefully help you land that ideal opportunity there as well. And so start off here with, I think I've got maybe 5 tips or things I want to go over here. And, I'll give you a bonus one as well. So stay tuned for that. But the first one I have here is just in terms of your resume, tailor your resume to the actual field or industry that you're looking for a career in, right? I think, maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it used to be just have a resume, a professional resume with everything that you've done from a professional standpoint and list that. But now if you want to have it geared towards the audience that you're trying to, promote yourself to, or the hiring managers, HR recruiters that you're trying to promote yourself to, and you're trying to make yourself as attractive as possible, because it's not just a small group, it's not just the people in your town. Now, because of technology, people that are in other parts of the country are going to be applying for this job as well. Maybe they're going to move. Maybe there's an opportunity for them to be work remote. And so make sure that you are crafting your resume to align with the actual job that you're applying for, right? And so, a caveat to that is just make sure you're not trying to apply for too many jobs, right? I've been in situations kind of early in my career where I was just applying. And so you really want to try to be effective and efficient in terms of the opportunities that you're applying for at the organizations that you're applying for as well. And so if you take that process of trying to find the top organizations on your list that you want to work for, the top roles, it'll allow you to have a resume that is going to be tailored to those roles, which will give you more time to make it a better quality, but also will be more attractive for people that are trying to review those resumes to find candidates as well. And so, making sure your skills, experiences, everything really aligns to that particular role, and you're presenting yourself as a good fit for that role there as well. So that's the first tip I have. Just make sure you tailor your resume. The next one I have is try to, use keywords that you may see in the job description, or keywords that that are really going to be able to attract attention to those recruiters when they're looking at your resume, right? So if you're tailoring your resume, you're having everything structured so that it's saying, hey, I'm the actual perfect fit for this role, and you want to talk to me about it. But you want to use things in there that are going to be attractive to the algorithm. A lot of companies now just use algorithms, and they look for keywords. So like if you're in technology or you're in finance, you want to use things like capital budgets, or artificial intelligence, application technology, change management, just things that are kind of stick out, that are kind of like words that kind of open up people's eyes to say, hey, I like what they're talking about, or the algorithm can say there's enough of these keywords in there to make this sense that we may want to talk to this actual individual there as well. So look at your job, look at the job description, and look and see what they've utilized in terms of their description and what their expectations are. And then make sure that you do a good job of, as you're tailoring your resume, to use some of those keywords that they've put in their job description into your resume so that it aligns, right? It just makes the match a little bit easier for you. And essentially, your resume is to try to get you in front of a person, right? You're trying to get in front of a human being, and you got to just, at that point, it's up to you to sell yourself and close the deal in that situation. But you're trying to put yourself in the best situation so the algorithm will pick you up and say, hey, let's get you to a person. If there are still some organizations that just kind of, there is a human that actually kind of reviews all those resumes if it's a smaller organization. But with some of those big organizations, they're really going to be looking for keywords, and there's an algorithm that says, hey, this is a good candidate and this is not a good candidate as well. So use keywords there. So the next one I have is just quantify your achievements, right? Don't say that, you increased, sales, within the organization throughout the year. Put some type of numbers on there. I increased the sales by 20% over the expected goal in 2023. I was among the top 10% over out of 300 people in my role in sales or productivity or efficiency. I managed 10 people throughout the country, and a multifaceted, whatever the case may be as well. But try to just list out things, but make sure you give details so people have a good understanding. Don't say I was number one in sales and it was just you were the only person in sales, right? Don't lie, but tell the truth, right? But put some quantifiable achievements on that. List your accomplishments. Number one producer in 2024 in the second quarter there as well, which gave me the opportunity to do A, B, and C, whether it's promotion, travel, whatever the case may be. But try to put quantifiable achievements, things that you can show, you achieved this and it was set based on these parameters there as well. And it's really important to do that if you're in sales, because you want to make sure that you're saying, hey, I'm a top performer, or I produce at a high level, right? And so don't do yourself a disservice, right? If you hit 100% of the goal, but you were ranked in the middle of the pack, right? Don't say I was in the middle 50%, right? Articulate it in a manner that says, hey, I was a consistent performer. I exceeded the goal throughout my entire tenure in the role, or in my tenure in the role so far there as well. So, quantifiable achievements, but do it in a way that makes yourself look, the most attractive that you can for the individuals that are reviewing those resumes and the algorithm there as well. So the next one is keep it concise, right? Don't try to write long paragraphs. I like to just say, hey, write a brief paragraph, a little bit about what you did in the role, and then just talk about some of the achievements that you've done in the role as well. Don't give them a job description of like every single thing that you did in the role. Give them a 2 to 3 sentence kind of overview of the role. And then below that, list your achievements, accolades, accomplishments that you've done in the role. I think it just really kind of gives them a good summary of what you did, and then show you some quantifiable, achievements of what you've done, and that you can say, hey, I can show you some success stories that I've been able to do within the role. The last one, just have a professional format, right? There's a bunch of different places you can go online, look at resume writing, format structures, use clear headlines, bullet points. Have a consistent style. If you're using font, don't use multiple fonts. Make sure that everything is structured in a manner that presents you in the best light. Don't use slang, don't use jargon in there. No typos, no grammatical errors there. And once you finish it, I think it's really important for you to have someone review it, right? Because you've been looking at this resume over and over and over, and so you feel confident in what you've done. But get a second opinion. A lot of times they'll just have maybe a word that you missed, or maybe a different perspective on how, maybe you might want to tweak the way that you've said that. And when you get that second opinion, try to get it from someone who you kind of have a high value of respect for. You trust their opinion. If you know someone that's in that field, if you have a mentor, reach out to them and see if they can help you there as well. And then the last one I have, this is just kind of the bonus tip. Use LinkedIn, right? I'm telling you to use LinkedIn. It is a great tool to help you land your next job, get access to people who can help you with different tips such as resume writing, learn about achievements, things of that nature there as well. But it is a great resource. I've dropped a video on it previously. Please go back and take a look at it. But I think it's some great content. But LinkedIn can really help you out in terms of landing your next opportunity there as well. So those are the tips I have for today. Again, I appreciate you all tuning in today's episode. Let me know in the comments kind of if you got resume tips that you think will be, that you found successful in your career, helped you land your next opportunity, or things to avoid there as well. And so, as always, appreciate y'all. If I'm lit and you lit, then we lit. So stay lit. I'm out.